Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and Umamusume has launched on global, and so I've done a little bit of testing around with the re-rolling process, and so I thought I'd go ahead and make a quick guide in exactly what you need to do to re-roll. Now, I've already went through the tutorial, so I'm not going to showcase that, but all you have to do is push through the tutorial one time, and then when you delete your account, you'll get to the point where I'm at when you're doing your re-rolling, and I'll show you how to delete that after I do my first re-roll here. But we're going to just kind of go through everything you need to do at that point. So the first thing is, when it comes to rolling, all you're going to do is you're going to immediately log in after you've deleted your account. Now, you'll come to this screen your first go around as well. You're just going to have to play the tutorial. You'll get these two screens right here. We have to view the terms of service and privacy policy. The fastest way I have found to get through these is I used a browser that I normally don't use that doesn't have any tabs or anything open. So all I have to do is go click, click, and then immediately close that, and I'm good to go. And then every time I do my reroll, I do that. Click, click, close that, and close the browser immediately. I just set Internet Explorer, or what is it? Microsoft Edge. I set that as my default because I never use that. So it opens up, they pop up, close immediately. Here, hopefully you're in the United States, super quick here as well. I think you might be able to change this in-game if you want to just use US regardless. Click OK there. Birthday here. What I've done for this one, because it wants your year and month, I have this copied to my clipboard. So all I have to do is Control V, and then you have your birthday entered there, and then it'll start loading here. If after you've done the tutorial and you go through the first process of re-rolling, you're going to get the option to skip the tutorial. From here, you just go ahead and click skip. Then it's going to ask for your trainer name. This you can change at any time, so I just put gibberish. I'll fix this after I'm happy with my account. I just want to get through this as quickly as possible. And then from there, every time it's asking you to do this, it takes 2 seconds to do that update. Then from here, you can click the skip button here to just push through all these pop-ups for little bonuses and stuff you get for a new account. And then you'll get to here. So this is where you're going to end up after you finish the tutorial. You're going to finish all of the tutorial your first time, and you're going to end up here. And then from then on, when you re-roll, you're going to end up here immediately after you click skip tutorial. From here, you'll just go ahead and click this little present icon here. This is where all your pulls are. One of the great things is it is not 25 pulls. It is 40 pulls that we are getting on launch. This has dramatically reduced the amount of re-rolls you're going to need to do to get the kind of luck you want. It's going to take about 150 on average to get a copy of Fine Motion or Super Creek, or any combination of those two. And so with that, all you do is once you get all the pulls, go to Scout, then go one to the left. Make sure not to go to the right. This is the limited support banner, which is not what we care about. We actually care about the generic permanent one right here. So one to the left, it'll say support card Scout here, and then just immediately go into doing your pulls. And so you'll see you have 6,200. It's 1,500 for a 10 pull. So you have 4 right here. And so you'll just click. It'll start going through. Click the skip button here to skip through everything. If you get an SSR, you're going to see it like highlight there. I don't know if I'm going to get one on this run, but it'll show it on that book if you go really slow. One thing you're going to want to be careful of is you can spam click here. Like I can click really quick. If you click really quick, you may miss the SSR. So kind of take your time a little bit here. Don't get too click happy. I did not get one there. Let's see on this one here. There, I got one right here. You can accidentally skip through this and then not realize that you got an SSR. And because you want to be very careful, because if you miss it and just go scout again, the only way you can see it is if you look in your inventory, and you're not going to do that on rerolling. You're just going to immediately delete the account. So just be very careful on this. Take your time. So this was a bad one. All right. That's bad for me, but it's good because I can actually show now how to delete. Okay, so after you're done here, I have no polls, did not like this account. All you do is go here, click, oh shoot, and my camera is in the way here. Let's move that up here. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. But you'll go back to the title screen right here. And so it'll take you back here. And now that was basically one whole reroll. And once you get here, don't get click happy here because you don't want to accidentally restart the game you're just playing. You want to go down to the bottom right on these 3 lines right here. And you'll have this option, delete user data. You'll go to that, you'll click delete user data. You'll have some confirmations you need to do. Once you get through that, you are good to go. The game's going to reload, and you are in a new run from here. Well, I'll move myself back down. And then you just do exactly what I did before. Just double-click these, close the browser, agree, select country region, enter there. It's going to load for a second. Skip the tutorial, enter the gibberish, register, okay. And like I said, you'll be able to change that name, so just enter something really quick. It doesn't have any cost associated to it. Skip all these, and then you're in the process of re-rolling. So we'll do this re-roll here real quick, because there is a way, if you get semi-decent luck, but it's not the perfect luck, you can save off your account, and I'm going to showcase that as well here. So then from here, go ahead and close all that. Oh, do not go in there. Once you get the muscle memory down, you'll get it down. Click the presents first, collect all, get all your gems. Go to the pulls, 1 to the left, make sure you're on support card, 10 pull. And then just go through them. We've already pretty much just did a rotation here. No SSR. And I did get, oh my goodness. Fine motion. Can this be the one already? So I got a fine motion, nothing else. So I'm already 1 out of 2. Let's go. Nothing there. And that is it. I did not get what I want, but I did get a fine motion. So this would be a good opportunity where you're like, hey, I got at least one of them, and maybe I don't want to re-roll all night, and maybe at some point I'm going to give up and be just happy with walking away with 1 copy, and maybe a couple others. Maybe you'll get a couple other random SSRs, and if you get tired of re-rolling and you just want to take whatever you got, you can save this off to be able to continue re-rolling. And so what you'll do for that is you'll go back here, and there's an option that says data link right here. And so you can read through this. It kind of explains what I'm about to explain here. You click data link, and what this is going to do is, so you have set link password right here. And okay, so you make sure you read the private policy and all that. And so right here, you're going to enter a password. Now I don't really care about this account. So, well, actually, I probably shouldn't show it on screen, but you'll basically enter your password right here. So I'll just use some random. I'll just do QWERTY. I don't care. And then right here, enter it again. After you do this, now I cannot show it. After you click this, it's going to pop up a little window. Now the reason I can't show this is because it's in the private policy not to share accounts. So you don't want to take this account and then it ends up getting banned because I shared it. But it's going to pop up a little window with a trainer ID and a password. And what you basically want to save that information off. And then you'll go back to the title screen, and then you're able to safely delete that account. And then once it reloads, if you get tired of re-rolling and you're just wanting to accept that account that you saved off, all you have to do is instead of doing the delete data, the user data, and then starting a re-roll, you'll go to data link right here, and you'll enter the trainer ID that it gives you when you enter that password, and then the password that you created, and it'll load back up that account. And that is how you save off an account if you're happy with it, but you want to keep re-rolling. And then once you're done, and you're actually officially done, you can actually link your account through the other option in the data link option. But that is all there is to the re-roll process. The 40 pulls, like I said, has made it significantly better. It's going to take, when I looked up the math on it, it was originally about 600 pulls on average to get the luck you want. With 40 pulls, it's about 150-ish. Now that's on average. If you're at the bottom of the bell curve, it could still take 600, it could still take 1,000 pulls. That's just the average. And if you have the worst luck ever, it can still take 600 to 1,000 pulls or rerolls. So it might be a good idea if you get some decent luck. If you were here at the beginning of my stream, you would have seen I got 1 copy of Super Creek, as well as 4 other random SSRs. Really good luck on the SSRs, including getting 1 that I want, but I did not get the 2 that I wanted, which kind of sucked. But that'll be pretty much it for now. That is the reroll process. And if you have any questions, you can add them into the comments, or if I'm still currently streaming as you're watching this, you can always join my stream and ask the questions. But that'll be it for now. And if you like my content, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.